Hey everybody, it is me, 3D, and this is Define Thy, where we define thy path of our character. Now, before we go adding on to new little things onto this laptop from the games we're going to play, I want to thank soloPAW for sponsoring today's episode, as well as Bitcoin Live DB Network. Now, if you haven't heard of soloPAW, well, they're like a little black book that's made from stone paper. So they are going to be fade resistant, tear resistant, and water resistant, so you know the info and secrets you store in your little soloPAW will last and survive whatever you throw at it. I personally have a soloPAW, and I use it for my website, info, email, general contacts, passwords, crypto keys, among other things I want to keep offline and off my computer. So these little black books are pocket-sized and ready to be by your side regardless of the adventure you have in real life or online. Now use the code on your screen, BitcoinLive20, to get 20% off your purchase today of the soloPAW's website, because yes, they are available all over the place like Walmart and other things, but using the QR will take you to the website where you can use Bitcoin Live 20 to get 20% off today. Now, throughout today's episode, you're going to see this special little pop-up come in, and we're actually going to transfer the entire thing down there. So that way, while you're watching, don't be afraid to go ahead and scan the QR and shop while I play. And remember, use Bitcoin Live 20 to get 20% off today.
All right, everybody, what is up? Glad to see you all in. Glad you're in. All right, so I'm sure you can hear it in the background. It's making the noise. We got the game up already. Let me just bring it up so you can see it. I'm on my way sometime, right? So we're gonna have Blobby. We got the blob. We got no background backer for you today, just the blob. So I hope you can appreciate that. We got the visualizer so you can see what I'm doing. Now you can actually see that's in real time. My mouse moving. That's also all my mouse actions, everything you see is what I'm doing, except that soloPAW. I play with one hand. That's right, only one hand. I don't play with keyboard, I play with mouse only. But then again, I am playing with the G502, which is basically having a keyboard in my hand. I mean, I do have a actual keyboard in my hand mouse. That is the Red Dragon thing, whatever. Love that one. But so no, we're playing with the G502. We're going to do this. We have a great lineup for you guys today. I made some new songs, and we're going to play them, and they're going to be in there, so we're just going to play them. Okay, that's why there's no backer, because we're not playing an album. We're just going to play a bunch of my music randomly. That is new. Alright, so I'm sure you saw it. Duke Nukem build. Let me go over the build like we have been doing. So basically, the ideal is the main character we're going to be using, obviously, is, like, Mega Chad, right? Giga Chad. Get that Chad in there. But you can use this with anyone, using this with Dicehead, using this with Ninja, using this with Nelly and Fox, make them insanely powerful. And of course, it makes Athena just dominant. Makes it a dominative Athena, which when you gotta go to this outfit. Right? She's absolutely destructive. Just insane. So today we're gonna play Duke Nukem build. That you're gonna see the what am I actually looking for? This one. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So we're gonna see. You see, we're gonna this. Alright. So that's the main setup. Now, when we use Mega Chad, we can also add in blood magic for the extra. So also like getting lightning instead of blood magic, because we got it's fun. It's a good one. But basically, our tones, you see, we have a lot of ones that we normally have turned off right now. We're running a lean set, so the ideal here is we're going to get bloody, thorns, HP, quantity. Okay? That's what we want. We want to be able to basically, we're going to have it set up to where every touch on us is health. We're going to get it set up to where every, I'm not even sure what the words I'm looking for. Basically, yeah, anytime they touch us, they're going to get hurt. Every time we attack or do damage, we have a chance of getting health. And we're going to try to get it to where we gain more HP as we go. And that's the ideal. So we're going to use an HP buffer with the aura as a shield. And then the dice allows us to get crit chance increase randomly whenever we roll a 6 upon hit. And the shotgun, if we get enough quantity, the shotgun will work as like an actual like kill anything inside the aura beam. You know, like it would just become a part of the shield. Alright, but we gotta get the quantity up high enough for that to be. And then at that point, will be a dice throwing Nukem that just basically blasts everything if it gets close enough. Okay, that's the idea. We're also going to be playing a level we don't normally play in here. We're going to be playing a different level. So I might not be talking a whole lot through some of this, because some of this background music is going to actually have lyrics. So through some of this, you're probably not going to hear me talking a whole lot. And that's just, I'm listening to the song. You guys listen to the song. We're playing a game. I got the chat up. If you're anywhere, say hi. Hello. Put it in the chat. You know, like that. And then we'll see it. We'll say hi. Even if the song's playing music with lyrics or whatever, so say hi and stuff. Alright. So thank you guys for coming in. I hope you enjoy it. This is going to be a fun one. Now, so far, all of these builds, even the shitty runs, have been pretty decent. Alright. And one of the things I do like about this guy is because we got this set up. He got that like flex thing where he doesn't take damage during that. You know. Oh, damn. So I flipped that back.
Who's on the track to help with some mumbling raps? Not cat cruising on our skateboards, dropping smoke balls like zombie hordes, removing plugs from your skyboard.
How was that kid scratch? To us, you're a rash. Now let's take out the trash.
Just grab that. Wasn't sure which one I grabbed over there.
I'm older than lion, not a young punk cold. Unless it's too bad to live and then I have a tail. And I'm like 7, the only thing that should be is you cannot defeat me, rig your mask, and then you cannot find me. One down, one rolling back above me, flat falling all around. My ball dropping tough and rough so I can tie you down. With stars floating around your crown. I think it's the monkey in here, did the big drop. Did you stand? I'm sky cutting a tear, wearing it but better if I wasn't always crashing, trashing them back. Names like the big type. No one else got dropping skulls with them Darians to make my name legendary. I'm reversing vegetarians with Michi cake or barbecue.
Now, getting the brass knuckles on this kind of build, because we've got a basically mostly a short range build, and it basically does damage when anything's close to you. Basically, like other than our dives, our blood, magic, whatever, we're pretty much gonna get extra damage on our hit. And now we're gonna take a 20% off the top. doing pretty good there. We were doing pretty good. Snarf, snarf. Snarf, snarf. Oh, I just realized something spilled on that shit. Alright, okay.
Injustice, horrible, flying a rundown rap star, but I'm good with mechanicals, the dictator of the rap nation. Here to force the thunder, cast deflation with every well thought decision. Watch my formers and brothers, cause your submission. I bore my people from Slappy's time for what Jagger try to make impossible to find. Plunder with my castle nation and fought it until the cat fools went on their raid, grabbed the sword and made the rocks rain, destroying it all. I fled to a new plane. Or crocodile, vulture, ox, reptilian, jackal, monkey, or rocks. We are the ones from the past and we are still moving. Creators of Tundar and Florida, Romans, with star ranks and secrets, owned in snores, can refuse opposition, unable to be evil, unable to leave the recession. But we choose from knowledge, not discretion. The dead is making you weak, never were you strong. You're too weak, be careful, or your brain might spring a leak. Cause we did for fun, now it's time you got pound for. Oldest southern history, pull me around, Bengali was saving me. We became Thundercats, even though I cannot see. With my martial arts, I'll drop on mutant foes, lunatic berserkers, a clone, the destroyer, more I'm sure, and they will succumb. Why won't you just go with me and my home alone? Fleet a new thunder or so I can be loved again on a whole throne. Coming here was a mistake, regardless what it takes. And him is a deadly choice to make again. Leaving you should not take. I was loved by all when I naturally parted. They continue by or by truly believing fully. Harder than they even chatted me back with the rulers before me. Picking the slack, I'm Mumradi ever living to hack your bodies into the perfect snack. The last engine ruler with unbound wisdom. I'm the decision master rebuilding this kingdom. And my magic is brighter than light on Jagger. Stole my energy, blast bigger than any caliber. Without those, I'm still creaking on the forest Excalibur. I even profiteered to fools throughout the calendar. This world used to worship me. Panther family still follows me. Admitted third, it's just on the evil being. Only evil beings and wherever evil exists. Mum-Ra lives. You don't know we took over, so fly back in that sarcophagus. Now don't think you wanted to take all of us, but it's for your bodies I'm first. And in case you didn't notice, I'm the worst. The artifacts given to me gives me sight beyond sight. A shield that never breaks in a fight. A claw that saves my hide when times are tight. Thundering to oversee a tyranny. Silence witness to split your ever being. And your loudness is only cause you see me. I pick you up, you never succeed. You think great, but I always make you bleed. You return to the pyramid, your home. You'll never understand, you can't make it on your own. The dark arts has your mind blown. And you wonder why you can't survive. Fail and fail again, so the evil spirits will trap you up.
Oh, come on.
There's nothing you can do, so allow this
Alright. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. I don't always listen to it. There we go. Alright. Mr. Health to get a little more damage.
Nuclear waste water in a circular bottle pile. Stumbled away, lifting bacterial growing Jaeger. Dead only seconds, proofed with fleshy color, still showing through. I'm looking for painted faces to call rosibs and yosibs. Anyone in the way will get it a peek of me one way or another. Radioactive but still active. So we're in an open, I won't be foaming since the smell is the soap from last night's stand. Now the new call, limping down the road, a reanimated corpse looking to get a hold of oneself. But it'll be known.
Learning could be more, but terror breaks the horse. Remove the resistance and shuts their doors. Forever without when my rat's peeking. If you get too close, green, you'll be glowing. Ending my life wasn't the goal. Not everything seems to be fine, but I'm released from my chains. Chase truly free, and life was always that high.
Radioactive, still active, sobering and hoping I won't be going clinically insane before I get to play with my brain. I'm a reverend, just wait for dopamine to pass.
Slightly, barely, but still ready to thrash.
Infectious with a deadly touch, Jaeger wasting drizzle, and there was an electric hush. Finger wasting machine. What happens if a necro walker touches a digital screen? What happens when Jaeger pours across the mind? Digital druid science powered moves throughout the night. Delivered better speaking, some code and energy computer. All druid science room power grips known as standard. Radioactive, living like a zombie, so I must be the cancerous.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Woke in a pool of bloody waste numbers in a lattice hash bomb. Stumble away, lifting bacterial glow and calm. Dead only minutes proof with sticky skin trailing paper behind. Looking for AI voices to corrosives and yosives. Anyone in the way will get it a peek of me one way or another. Radioactive but still active.
So I'm needing quantity. Still needing like mostly all the way. I'm gonna die. Alright. I think after this round, if I keep dying, we'll go to the back to the forest.
That's why I'm talking for.
We can go back and forth.
I'm infectious when my rat's peeking. If you get too close, green, you'll be glowing. And in my life wasn't the goal. Not everything seems to be fine, but I'm released from my chains. Chase truly free.
Let's get that armor. Shoddy. Nice. 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 Give me that damage. 88. Alright, let's go to forest. Mix it up. Mix it up. Sorry, I keep running into the mic. I know I normally go for the health regen, but early on, extra gold really helped. A 66. Ooh, boy. Alright, can't keep running into the same guy over there. Let's get it going. What up, Ninja? Oh, Mooning. What's up, bro? So, I'm not sure how to say it. I just saw the J-I-N-A. I thought Ninja. What up, bro? So, what up? Glad you're enjoying it, man. Duke Nukem build. But with the, microwave on our head. That That mini boss just appeared out of the ground, bro. Straight up. Vegeta. I stood there for a sec for some reason. Good thing we still got that flex. We can block a quick move. Grab this. See if that gets us up. Yeah, crit damage up. Scrap that shield. Yes, no. HP. Keep in mind, all the music you're hearing, including this jazz bit stuff, is all music I made. Well, that, in this case, I shouldn't say I made, directly. Okay, because I didn't actually make this. You might have edited it and stuff like that, but I didn't actually make it. I had AI. But it's damn good. Everyone can give me compliments on my AI music. A whole lot more than my actual music. So I think maybe I might be better at mixing it and directing it than actually playing the instruments. So. Well, actually, I can't play the instruments, I just did the instruments, but you get what I'm saying, right? And at the moment, man, we are so surrounded. There we go. Get some damage in. Destroy those modes. Oh! Goddamn. We're doing it again. We're gonna do it again. I don't know if you noticed, there was a bomb right there. Let's go! Big One Live DB in the house. We got 2 DB house. 2 DB people. Digital broadcasting. Well, it's decentralized broadcasting. Okay. So close. How you guys doing, bro? So you both on in. Hope everything's going well today. What's up, man? And one eye out, so okay. All right. The next song coming up is one of the tracks off of my I have an opera album. The whole album is one opera. Next song is from, it's one of my favorite songs out there. It's Move from Wimba. Now, a lot of people don't know what Move from Wimba is. It's the letters MFWENBA. And funny thing is, back when Stable Diffusion was kind of new, and there were some people that could get AI to kind of sort of correctly do the finger thing, we were using the word Mufwimba because it directly shows by the number of tongs on the M to the F that's like showing how to do like a one finger up or pinky up. It basically, from the tongs, it shows the number of fingers to use. And you would just use parts of Mufwimba, and then you use parts of Mufwimba as a negative prompt for when you wanted to move fingers. So if you get too many fingers, you can actually put Mufwimba as a negative prompt to move fingers. And I found out in the music stuff, if you give it as a genre, Mufwimba, it uses the tongs on the characters as a wave pattern. And it is like, it gives you really cool, like, fast music. And it's like, oh man, you want some really fast, tight jazz, bro? We got you. Mufwimba demo. Now this is Mufwimba right here. So this whole song was made with the genre, the main genre used was Mufwimba. And it's a symphony, and it's part of an opera, so there is like a plot, and hidden plot in the song. I'm gonna shut up so we can listen to this. I love the violin. I played violin as a kid. You know, that was the first instrument I had to learn or whatever, and then I learned harmonica after that. Then I started using the synth and never looked back, baby. Played love violin, love strings. One of my favorite sections of musical instruments. And if you can't hear influences from other songs and other like Broadways and stuff, man, I'm mixing it up. I really am. I'm like totally trying to mix it up with different influences that I grew up on. And this is a part of an opera album where it's a completely uplifting album. Starts you off in a downer mood and gets you all the way lifted up. This is one of the areas where we're trying to lift you up. We're trying to get you in the mood, get moving. Jump skip out of here. Oh, these guys are really making me think. Like I have to like spend 20 seconds after going, hey, wait a minute, what? I didn't quite get up there. Who wants to try again? I'm about to die. I better stop trying that. Okay, hold on a second. Way over here. Okay. Did I get the... No, I didn't get the mag. I was wanting to get that mag. That would have totally been a level up. Definitely would have helped us out. Alright. This chunk on is gonna get me, dude. I don't even know where he's at. He's like nowhere near me. He's hiding. He's like, I'm gonna hide over here. Damn, man. Alright, we're just gonna jump forward. Shit, brother. There's a little crowd behind me. Just try to ignore them the best you can. Duke Nukem don't care about the haters. Try not to look directly at them. Now they're tossing me all over the place. Holy crap, 10 health. I'm doomed. Finally got the mech. Can I just get HP? Like, can I just get some HP? Small HP? That will help us out. Here's HP. Now I got small HP. Get some more. Yeah. Thank you. Where is that fool at? Oh, bomb. So far, we've died every time we try to go for a bomb today. I don't care. We're gonna go for it. That's it. We're going to go find Chunk. We're going to find this pro. We're going. He is no longer safe. The Chad has arrived. Oh, no. Get me out. I need this. Skip blood magic. Forgot this. Ooh. Oh. 126 is closer. Let's just go for that. I really like Bob. But sometimes the missiles do that. You can get one missile shot out. You can get Bob's shot out. Okay. Alright. Now we can actually use it. Damage at 1.1 right now. Okay. Give me a shotty already. Gosh. It's like, whoops. Let's make that whoops. Yeah, sure. Okay. Not what we wanted to lose. Nope. I want to feed it. I want to give it that skull. Come on. I mean, give it a goddamn skull. Alright, we got you. We got you. Come on. Come on. We got you. Oh, oh, oh. Get rid of the skull. Where's Stone? Oh, there's there. Shoddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chunk him. God damn. He sat on. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I mean, like, at the same time, he did shot me. Wasn't expecting. Nice. Okay, both those are good. Alright, wait, what? What? I gotta go back down for another box. No. Why does it keep putting me over here? Let's do it. That's it. Might be something. Okay. Alright. Sure. Can be. Oh, I do have something. Whatever. It's fine. I was in my mind. I was going between the cheese and the glasses. Oh man, it's one to lose if you're in. I was trying to get something. I'm like, nope, you're gonna need it. I'm like, alright, whatever, dude. Like I said, it's at 4. Alright. Where are we actually? crazy ass song, right? I think there's one over here. Oh, yeah. Go. God damn. They just threw me around. They were like, God, off that fucker. Okay. We didn't see that one coming. He just stepped on it. Dude just like literally stepped on it. Let's try this one again. Oh, we got this, right? We got this. Alright. Head to the corner. Now we got one corner found, so we gotta go to the other corner, go to the other corner, circle around the center. For real? I ate all my money. Got those rollerblades. Alright. Dude, that just dropped on my hand. Okay. It's enough healing, I guess. Ow. I'm just getting lucky with those snipes, man. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't even see. So now we're just in a bunch of dance music. I'm just gonna let it keep going. This is called mandatory dance time. In case you're wondering. If you're listening, you have to get up and dance or dance in the spot. I don't care. It says you have to. Holy book? That's a holy book. Let's get the holy book. Halfway there. Sure, I got EP. Oh, that's Duncan. Oh, hey, giant scorpion. Where are you coming from? I'm gonna hide behind this. I'm not here. Oh, he saw me anyway. Damn it. Okay. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, hold on. Don't worry, guys. We got this. We got evasion now. Oh, yeah. Double the, Alright, we got dice. Alright. Going for the box. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. Okay. Head towards the point. Increase speed. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. Okay, sneakers it is. Let's get some more gold. XP. XP. Damage. Alright, see you. And we are in the air. Hey, what's this? No, we're just gonna leave it. Woo. Oh, there's two of them. That's right. Okay. Well, that's death. Sniped right out of the ground. Alright, maybe I won't make it so difficult. Maybe I'll wait a little bit before I make it really difficult. So I'm not really paying attention and I keep making it really difficult. Too early. So this is what happens when you hit Control plus stance on the keyboard. You get songs like this. EP22. Alright, that's it. Is that my first lead on this one? Yep. Nice. Shoddy, shoddy. Give me that berry. Yep. 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 Go. Increase my damage and increase my chance of damage. My chance of crit, actually. Dude, Nukem is over to fart. Last storm. Oh shit. The song of this title is Boss Working On. Yeah, he's working right here on my ass. Right there. That was a failed attempt. We'll just agree that I failed at that. Try to go in both those things. I got neither. All right. next one is the scorpion, for sure. So. Gotta commence to prepare for. Now, see, the cool thing about lifesteal is the higher percentage you can get it over 100. Like, once you get it over 100, you have, every 100 has a chance of another, instant to steal health, on Bloodmark. Or no, lifesteal, on lifesteal. So, like, right now, we can only steal life from, like, one entity at a time, whatever, right? But if you get over 100, 300, 200, 300, and then you basically stack up how many entities you can still steal life from at the same time. Brass. Damn. What the heck? Hey, bro, so thank you for still being in the chat, man. Gosh dang, did you see that? Just out of nowhere, I was in a sea of scorpions. Whoa. Alright, so really like this song. It reminds me of the, I think the inspiration was DJ Kira, and the song, the album Tokyo 2000. Great album. And it's probably pronounced DJ Akira. But, yeah, right? Oh, well. An HP. Got a big old mini bossy right in front of us. Whoa! I really thought we were making it. See, we need to be getting those jumps. Once you get a couple of extra jumps, you kind of can break the game a little bit with the stuff. And I've already shown, like, there is a way to manipulate, like, there's a speed manipulation thing, right? If you can jump and slide at the exact same time, as soon as you touch the ground, if you can jump, slide then jump. Pretty much almost the exact time. You gotta slide slightly before you jump, though. You can very simply just keep stacking your momentum, basically. And you want to turn as soon as you do it. And if you notice, like earlier, I was doing the thing where I was like turning against the hill to go alongside the hill instead of going down or up it. Gosh, 2 health. Whole slap me, man. 3 health now. Okay. Okay. Oof. Oof. Shoddy, shoddy. Damn, he took 22 health out of me instantly. He just touched 22 health. Gone. Alright. Oh! Yeah, yeah. Some of that jazz pan flute we all heard about in that one movie. Someone brought it to life. Do we want to go for freeze or we want to go for ghosts? If you're in the chat, tap either a 1 or 2. One's going to be outside top one, two's going to be the middle one. Or just say ghost for free. freezing. One of them. I don't care. Taste something. Alright. Where's it at? See what creates if that helps us out. Sometimes it does really good. Especially when we can get the stab. Gold. Well, it would be smart to get durations if we're got that ice thing. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got them those things. Nice. See when it's HD. I need that. Almost off the one. I'll try the shield for a second. Sometimes when you die on this game, it's just like, man, come on. And then like times like them, it's just like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Dude. It's so hard setup to get set up. We just gotta get one though. That's the thing, like, we just gotta get it set up one time where we're rolling, you know, and we're not dying. It will work out, but it'll be a pain in the ass. I need lifesteal at like 300, and then I need quantity at like 15 or higher. Then we gotta get there. I gotta get all the crap. EXP. I'm not gonna be standing around. I mean, like, I might eventually, but like, we got scorpions on them, so I'm gonna have to keep moving. Where's the shield go long way? Whoa, what's that? Oh. Damn it. Be nice to get a shotgun right now. I mean, like, I don't know what a shotgun is. Full thing. I know that. I'm just saying. Let's get a level up, let's get a shotgun. Dude, you got like energy core or harvester or something for me? Jump it is. We're no longer playing by the rules. Well, I mean, we're still playing by the rules, right? I haven't actually broken anything like that. I've done not 6 people with. Okay, on the way up. Just a little bit, go a long way. Jet out over. Oh, I was like right on that health drop. I was like right on it. Oh, God. See, I had the game. Just I felt right on top of that health. I swear. It can be really difficult sometimes to pick up the items in here. I think the game does that on purpose. And sometimes, like when you're going really fast and you shoot by these pots, sometimes you have to hit it early, sometimes you have to hit it late. And which one of that is different per character. I'm not sure if it's the area where the character is. We need to get Scarf. Dude, like, we need Scarf so bad because that gives us 50% more damage when we're in the air. Okay, so, let's get more movement speed. This is really out for us. Yeah, we just made it more difficult. Flex that. Yeah, slide jump in the air does slow you down. If you fall landing, you have extra jump and slide jump in the air. Wow. Okay. Okay. 408 is all I need. I really want that. Like, see, like, lifesteal now triggers blood mark stacks, also gain 50% chance to apply blood mark. Like, really nice, we know we're going to get lifesteal, right? But more weapon availability of upgrades per time I click on it. It's just dramatically a better option. This, well, we're only halfway through this first round. Be great. Insane. Come on. At least, like, start using it. Like, I got the thing, now to give it to me. The extra upgrade. See? That's what I'm talking about. Pick up range. Alright, let's just key up. Key up. Ooh. See? That's fun. How much is it burden? How do I not have? Oh, I don't have enough things. So that's what it is. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. All right. So I already did the key. All right. All right. So let's see what happened. Lost the key. Damn it! I kind of saw that coming. Like, you're not really able to stand around at this level. And I know that. I don't know why. I guess because, like, we were having a good opportunity. I was just taking advantage of it. Stupid. Whoa, Brosive. Ninja. Tower Ninja in the house. I didn't even notice. My bad. Whoop, whoop. My bad, bro. How you doing? Glad to see you in the chat. I hope you're still in the chat. Hell yeah. That is what's up. Yeah, he did. He got me good too, right? They just smash you. They just be like, hey, let me land on your head. That's why we have the microwave on our head, so we don't get crushed. You know? Remember that one guy during COVID? He was on a bicycle with a microwave on his head because everyone had to wear a mask, and he was like, no, I one-upped you. I got the nuclear reactor protection, bro. Well, it's not even a reactor, it's just a nuclear shielding, right? Or the shielding. Yeah. Just some love. Could use some. Yeah, it's a microwave, man. I'm glad to see you in here myself, you know? I'll be doing this every other weekend right here. So we can get a little bit. Yeah, see the microwave. I missed the opportunity for 2 extra jumps, but I was like, hey, what was that, pickup range or something like that? I was like, I can't say no to that. Cute. 40 cents. Yeah. Alright, knock back. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? Because the song's a little slow, it's mellowing me down. Let's go back to my song. This is a song about me. Yes, you know it. Just listen. It's not factual. It's just.
Woke in a pool of nuclear waste water in a circular bottle. Stumbled away, lifting bacterial glowing Jaeger. Dead only seconds, proofed with fleshy color, still showing through. I'm looking for painted faces to call brosibs and yosibs. Anyone in the way will get a peek to me one way or another. Radioactive but still active. So we're in an open, I won't be foaming since the
Oh yeah, music about getting into the facts.
down the road, a reanimated corpse looking to get a hold of oneself, but it'll be
Could be more, but terror breaks the horror. Scream will the resistance and shuts their doors. Forever without being heard. Now that's what I'm looking for. I'm infectious with my rap speaking. If you get too close, green, you'll be glowing. And in my life wasn't
I was activating the Super Saiyan on the little lobby. Forgot all about that.
infectious with a deadly touch. Jaeger waste and drizzle, and there was an electric hush. Fear wasting machine. What happens if a necro walker touches a digital screen? What happens when Jaeger goes across the line? Digital to finds power moves throughout the night.
Okay, so now we got like a stronger AoE on everybody near me. Alright, we're taking more damage immediately. Alright. I'm trying to open the box if you were to go in there and get another one. Or something better. Let's go get another one. We're about to get a bunch of new enemies. That's all good. Alright. I need another one of these, please. Thank you. Hey, what's this giant bomb thing? It looks like nuclear. I like nuclear. Boom!
Woke in a pool of bloody waste numbers in a lattice dash bomb. Stumble away, lifting bacterial glow and cough. Dead only minutes proof with sticky skin trailing paper behind. I'm looking for AI voices to come process and Joseph. Anyone in the way will get it a peek of me one way or another. Radioactive but still active. Silver and open, I won't be foaming since the smell is still soaked from last night's coding. Now they go quarter lip and fingers on the keyboard. Arena made a corpse looking to get a hold of what's repo, but it'll never be
Trying to be more, but hordes breaks walls. Remold the resistance and code out the doors. Locked up forever, but finally being heard now. That's why I'm talking for.
Oh, I don't have that good. No. I don't have any epic. What am I saying? I'm looking at blue and then purple.
I'm infectious with my rats peeking. If you get too close, green, you'll be glowing. And in my life wasn't the goal. Not everything seems to be fine, but I'm released from my chains. Truly free.
Change truly is free.
radioactive. Still alive, suffering and up, and I won't be going. Critically clean before I get to play with my sanity. I'm a river's way too long for me to be going.
I'm glad someone else in the chat's enjoying the new durations.
Super deadly touch, sugar wasting, drizzled in the walls and electric. Single with the machine, I can travel, cut a touch in the machine.
I want that box. I don't even know what's in it. I just want it. Give me some armor. We there yet? We there yet? We there yet? Thank you. Power up chance? Yes, please. I went over it. Yeah, no fumbles in here, man. On here. This is before, like, well, not before. You know how, like, some cities got rid of their fumbles kind of quickly during the digitalization age? We're in one of those. They wanted to digitize pretty quickly, and then everything fell out. I don't really know. So I think the room strands are really cool because they're like they actually got real rooms in them. I like that. I'm gonna show you. That projectile's too good. Let's get that. That. See, like it's got not maybe a real room, but it's got a room in there. It's actually kind of cool. Which the room's bigger, and then each one has a different room. Colors mean crap. It's nice. Metal box. Oh, I keep going to chests. And then yeah, the rune stone thing. You know. And these shady guys over here, man. They're shady salesmen, you know. Maybe makes fun of you when you buy from them. Hey, nuclear! Found a bomb. Hold on, let me get this before I shut off the bomb. Because it gives me money for deaths, kills, or whatever. And a whole lot. Oh! Oh! Get that one off me! Ah! We got the Scorpio pussy on. The Scorpio pussy on the. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no, I need to check. Where is it? It's way over there. I'm nowhere near it, man. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop trying to shoot me, bro. Why did they put a sniper rifle on the back of a Scorpion? Like, that's mean, man. I'm gonna hide behind this. It don't work. It don't work. It used to work. Well, maybe I'm thinking the big rock. Probably it's the big rock, okay? Alright, so none of those were good options. We want to pick something. No one ever want to leave without nothing. Even get the difficulties good. Alright, we got some cheese. Alright, let me get this little magnet over here so we can get some level up. Alright, and we gotta head over there pretty quickly because we're running low on time. What up, Furious Dan? Rosif. It's like we got multiple chatters, and what's up? We are bonking it up, man. Bonking it up. No damage, yeah. And yeah, man, why did they put a sniper rifle on the back of a Scorpion? Those lasers, man. Oh, man. No. They're just dangerous. They're just one-hit kill. We got a gas mask. Alright. I am way behind. Oh, looks like Tower Ninja saying, what up, Dan? Saying, nice to meet you. It's a good brosive in the chat. Both brosives are in the chat are actually really great. Because Dan's a fellow gamer, does the Rumble gaming and stuff. And then we got Juggler Ninja who does music and stuff. Well, obviously, like, we're very advanced in the house. My first ICB album was I know it was Great Malenko, and funny enough, like I went in before school because I had to have my dad buy it, and he was not. I didn't know at the time he knew who they were, but he was playing dumb, and so we got the album, and he was like, yeah, I like after we bought it or whatever, he went to home. He's like, you can't take this to school because I had to buy it, so it's not allowed, or whatever. So I need to listen to one song before I'll let you have it. And I was just looking at him like, okay. And I looked on the back and I recognized one song. And I was like, wait a minute, I've heard this single, so I'll just put that to that. So I put it on that track, and it started off like, kids, you can do whatever you want to do, be whatever you want to be, just so you don't hurt nobody. He was like, alright, that's all I need to hear. I was like, for real? He's like, yep. I was like, oh, okay. And I just got lucky, right? And then like years and years later, my dad was like, oh no, I knew who they were. When I had it, my dad ran sound for, it was a group called, hold on, I know that it's a rap group. It's like two guys, I don't know, they would have women stripping on the stage, right? And he said that when he was doing sound for them, they kind of introduced them to that style of rap or whatever. And he was like, I never liked it. I wasn't glad that you had it. I was hoping you wouldn't ever get into that stuff. but like for some reason, like when he heard that, he was like, maybe I didn't understand something, and then now he knows that they're Christian, so it's like, oh man, I really thought I was gonna make it there in time. Fuck, bro. Fuck, bro. Let's go to the forest. Forest, little booty. Getting close to the end of the run, so hold on, I have a message from earlier. Yeah, I got it. Just time left. Yeah, they swarm you, and there's like 2 major swarm points too. So the idea is to try to build up before that. And for me, the desert's like hard as hell because it's really big, it's open, spread out, it's all over the place. While the forest is a little bit easier, we're going to the forest. Now, see, I got lucky. I didn't have to get the tape. I was able to get the compact disc. Now, I had Romstein before this. So, like, I've already had a compact disc player, and I had Romstein. I basically, like, Romstein came out, and I was like, Mom, you gotta get me this tape called Romstein, please. It's German music. My mom, born and raised in Germany, she came to America when she, believe it or not, like, my mom came to America on the bicentennial. And it's like, she's really happy to be able to say that she's been here for 50 years. She's really happy about that. And keep in mind, my mom's 48, Irish. But, you know, her dad was military, so she was actually born in Germany. She wasn't born on a post. She wasn't born in a U.S. hospital or anything like that. So she had to naturalize and all that. And so she's like super happy to, you know, like, actually be able to be where she is and all that. And, yeah, so like she got it for me, and she saw that it was cheap, or about the same price to get the CD as it was the VHS for Romstein. And so she got me the thing. And I guess when she went to go buy it, the person at the counter told her, hey, do they have a player for this? These are like brand new. And then she was like, probably not. So they sold her like a really cheap ass player. I made that motherfucker work. I loved it. I probably still have it. Like last time I tried to use it, it ran. It was still working. It was one of those ones you couldn't like tip it or anything. It had to be kept up like on its back or whatever. I just had a beanie that I'd put it in the pocket and it just kind of sit there just right. So it's cool. But yeah. So that way when like the year after, I think it was, or right around the same year, the Great Milico came out, they would get the disc. And because I went in there before school, like I didn't even, like, yeah, we went in there before school, me and my friend, got our day with my dad, he bought both of ours, and then, like, I didn't even know, like, if you went in there the next day or whatever, they were gone. Like, I didn't know, because I just happened to get mine quick enough. I just remember my dad was mad because he was late for work. To be honest, now I'm thinking about it, I think I was late for school that day. Probably was stuff like that. I wasn't the one to skip school. So for me to do something like that, like obviously, yeah. Oh yeah, I skipped school to go buy a CD. Well, technically my dad was there. Okay, I was just late. Just a party. Holy crap. But man, I'm glad that was your first one too. That was a good year to get into it, right? Like, Jekyll Brothers came out, the comics came out with the, like, individual solo disc or single discs per comic to get you into Jekyll Brothers and ready up. But man, I was not ready for that huge gap after Jekyll Brothers, like that 3 or 4 years that went on before they actually released Hell's Pit or whatever. I wasn't ready for that. But then again, like around that time frame, I got into techno, I got into hardcore, speed metal, death metal, rage, and then I got into good punk, and then I was like going to recording shows for punks and stuff, and also local metal bands, and I was like really man. I got to experience like shark repellent, some good old fashions. I got to experience like well, thanks to my dad, I got to experience a lot of it, man. My dad ran sound. Well, he didn't run sound for D Snyder. D Snyder ran through his sound system. So like my dad was running sound for bands and stuff, and he ran sound. He did the sound for the Diamondback. Is it Diamondback? Yeah, Diamondback. And the thing about Diamondback was it's a bar where some guitarist got found and was put into like a really big band, and they renamed the bar after Diamondback Darrell because he was like either they found a guy there or he was found there. I can't remember the story. I was really young when they told it to me. But yeah, man, it was just like, so they would have really, really big bands go through, like Dr. Hook, D. Snyder went through there. Now, my dad didn't run stuff with D. Snyder. I was mad. I was mad at my dad. And right, because we knew about it, I think, like 6 months in advance. And I was mad for him the whole 6 months. He said he wasn't going to run sound for him, but he was going to run through it. And I was like, Dad, this guy from Twitch, you can't just tell this guy, no, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like, I didn't actually curse at my dad or anything like that, but I was just like, why would he do this? And then my dad came home after the concert, and he was like, yeah, I got to meet him, I got to do this, I got to do that. And I was like, okay, so you still got to get all of that. Oh, okay, cool. I thought he was going to miss that one, right? And I still got all that. And then he was showing me these pictures, like, because I wasn't running sound, I was up at the top, and I had my camera, and we couldn't have flash, but he had, like one of my uncles worked on the team of people in the business that invented the world's tiniest hard drive to create the first analog to digital camera. And he gave my dad some camera, and it was like insanely good because it was like fine-tuned and like personally set up by my uncle, who personally invented the actual I believe it's the software to communicate to the hard drive it was the analog to digital software communication. I believe that's what it was. And he was really proud of it. Like, I remember one Christmas, he just romped down this thing. He was talking to us about it and stuff, and it was super small, and we were just like, wow. And he was like, yeah, you don't understand, digital camera's gonna be this big thing. It took probably about 4 or 5 years later, and they actually started coming out, and we were like, holy shit. But my dad had this camera. It was an analog camera, but it was like tightly tuned. And so my dad just went up there, and he used a little calibration, like there's a little thing on there, and you can turn it to set different things, and then you have a dial where you can tune. So he tuned it, and taking pictures, and he would get pictures with like D Snyder in the spotlight. So like these really artistic black background pictures that on 35 millimeter, or was it 35 millimeter? I don't remember. It was the standard camera picture size at the time. Not camcorder, but the other one, just regular standard camera. And so it was like just insane. And then after that, I stopped questioning my dad on stuff like that. It's like, okay, that's what you said. All right, do whatever it is. And then like I remember one time he was like, hey Doug, I need help. We're gonna go to this bar. Don't say a word. You do whatever I say. If I tell you to go there, you go there. If I tell you to stand here, you stand here. I was like, okay. Now see, one, like I used to help at the other bar, and like the one that's called Diamondback or whatever. Like I used to help there, and I was allowed to do that. They had like they didn't start serving alcohol at a certain time and stuff. So they had some other business or something that was going on during the day. So I was like, okay, I could show up, I could help set up, help tear down, I could help route wires, do whatever, put up lights, do whatever. And so I helped all the time. So one day, like my dad wasn't working, he would do this thing where sometimes he would just kind of go off and run sound for bands on the weekends. Well, he'd stopped working for Diamondback completely, just like stopped. He went on his own, us in. And we went to this, like, we're gonna go to a bar, you're just gonna help me again, you know what to do. It's like, okay, alright. And yeah, I just started going to bars with him, and he would tell the bar, he works for me, he's my son. And there's a law that, like, allows it or whatever, but then, okay, so we did this for years. Okay, now I'm like, I think I was like 16 now, by the time we get to a point where, like, my dad's going into this new bar called the Railhead Circle. And now this is, my dad helped make this bar eventually, but it was like the first time we ever worked in there or whatever. And we go in there, and she was like, oh, hell no. He ain't allowed in here. And it wasn't even open or anything, right? The bar wasn't open or anything. She's like, hell no, he ain't allowed in. And he's like, no. And he says it, and she's like, no. You have to have a little piece of paper to prove that. And he was like, what? He's like, and she knew the law, like, she knew it all. And it turns out, like, that's what she was kind of known for by the cops in town, is that she was strict about the rules. The rule said A, she did A. If it said B, she did B. It's her own bar, but she followed all the fucking laws. And it turned out she was, like, a realtor. So, like, it was more reasons than just one, why it's property, you know, like, a lot of things on the line or whatever, man. She would not let me have bars. Ever. First bartender to ever do it. And then when I turned 21, actually, I was after I had my heart attack. After I was 21, I had my second heart attack when I was 21, so it was a little bit after that. So I was actually like 22. She let, like, during rehabilitation, you know, it would have been after rehabilitation. But, like, when I was still having in between jobs, she let me work for her, and she taught me kind of like the ins and outs of, you know, bar back and taking care of the front of the house and kind of check IDs and things. Really fun. That's right, she wasn't playing, and the cops loved her for it. Like, believe it or not, when cops have, like, trainees, they take them into her bar, and they have her run them through what has to be there for these bartenders and bar owners and stuff. They're like, she's just like, no. Everyone else is gonna lie to you. Let me tell you how it's done. And so my understanding is that she used to a long time ago. She doesn't do it no more, but she used to a long time ago, like back when I was, like, first working for her. She used to run the program to help certify bartenders or something. Like, she did something about something. I don't even know exactly what, but she used to talk about how, like, she took it so seriously because, like, she was involved with it, what she kept saying. I think it was, oh, I'm involved with the program and the people and the thing. And so, like, she was really serious. But, like, all throughout my life, man, like, when I worked for Whataburger, I was a kid in school, and I was working 6 days a week, and I was not happy. I was acting like a dick at work because I was working 6 days a week, right? And we had one of my bosses stole a bunch of money. Just stole a bunch of money. Like, he picked up and ran with one of the managers. Or employee. I can't remember if they were a manager or employee. I think they might have been a manager. Where they were employee and then they got turned to a manager right before he stole the money. I think is what it was. So, took up and run. And we were short. And they had a manager from the store come in. And this was some kind of young guy. He was probably maybe 10 years older than me, maybe. And he knew everything about this business. Like, I mean everything. Like, no one in the store knew I knew anything about this business. Well, basically, we had a bunch of videos in the back that taught me everything about the business, including, like, how to fix the headset, how to maintain the headset, how to work the headset, how to go to the headset box and debug it. Like, I love those episodes, right? Well, I watched all these videos. I knew how to run the register. I knew how to do the front. I knew how to do, but I only worked the grill. I was just playing dumb because I had to work so much. I didn't want to do a whole lot, right? And he came in and he was like, he recognized the fact that I knew shit. And then he asked me a question on, like, how to clean the shake machine. And I was just like, how would I know how to clean the shake machine? Like, I obviously didn't know, right? And then he was just like, oh, there's a book in the store that tells you how to do it. I was like, what do you mean there's a book in this? What? And then he showed me there were 2 books in the store. There was a book that tells you how to cook and make anything in the store. Anything. You want to know how they make anything on that menu? They had a book that said, all right, this is how you do it. Right here. Here's the exact way to do it. All the recipes, straight up, no questions asked. If there was some specialty thing, like you want a ranchero bob egg or you want a ranchero bacon cheeseburger, you'll have page 85 on the bottom right hand side. It's going to have a little tip about how you can put jalapenos on a burger and how many to put on there, how many sliced or whole, and if they want a grilled jalapeno or how to do a fresh whole jalapeno. And it's like really neat. It's like, holy shit. And then he was like, now look at this other book. This other book shows you how to maintain, fix, clean, and work any piece of equipment in the store. I was like, I didn't know these existed. And he was a little shocked about that, right? So he was like, take them home. Make this your homework. I didn't do homework, but I did this. And I got to a point where I just read these books every day. From front to cover, from cover to cover, every day, read each book. Before and after school, I just read each fucking book. Man, I didn't have a whole lot of time before and after school. I worked. I would have like an hour after school. You'd get home, get dressed, whatever. So I'm sitting there eating my bowl of cereal before work. Motherfucker, I was reading that book, right? I got home from work at like midnight sometimes, and I would be sitting down eating a bowl of cereal, reading that fucking books. And I don't know, after like 6 months or something, I just brought the books back. I just like got to a point where I could tell you what was on the page before I got to the page, right? And then like one time I went to his store like a few months later. I was like, hey, it's like it's a weekend or something. I had a car and they were like, just go over there and help him out. He needs help. He helped us. You have to send back. You have to return the favor. I was like, sure. Yeah, right. I had teachers knew that if they gave me homework, I would not do it. Like, they just knew it. Like, I had a teacher ask me one time, she was like, why wouldn't you do homework? It's like, no one at my house can help me except my sister, and she's rude as fuck. My dad isn't smart enough to help me with anything. I'm in classes he doesn't understand. And they were just like, oh, okay. And they just stopped. Like, they just literally stopped giving me homework. But this guy from work giving me homework ended up being the best thing ever. I memorized those books. I got to a point where I knew the stupid rules at Whataburger so well that GMs would call my store and ask for me. Because I worked overnight, so I worked a very specific shift, right? They would just call my store and ask me, hey, I need Douglas, I need to know some information. And I had GMs calling me and talking to me. And then they had this thing called Whata games. So kind of like the Sonic games or whatever, there's this like thing they used to, I don't know if they still do it, they used to do it. I don't think they still do it, my son works there and he hasn't talked about it. But they used to do this thing called Whata games where you could compete for your store to be recognized through all of Whataburger as like the best employee and best store because you guys won Whata games, whatever. And I was one, like they called and I picked up and they asked the questions, I answered all the questions, I did all the stuff right, they asked for my name and everything, and I was actually like a competitor. I was like, they were like, okay, if your store is in the top whatever, you go. I was not in, our store was not in the top. Okay, I think it was the top 8 or 9 stores in the entire nation or something like that. And we were like, I think top 16. Like we were not close. And when we first started doing, like when I first got nominated, we would say, okay, our store's been nominated, whatever, you have a chance of going. We were in the top 32nd. We worked the motherfucker. Like I just basically looked at everybody and said, please, I don't give a fuck. Just do this for me, please. And people did. And we tried to get me. Like I knew this shit. So like when Whataburger started their manager training program, I was the very first manager trainer in my town. I did it back then. It was one trainer per town, and I ran my entire town, 3 stores, all the training for all the employees and managers, motherfucker. Plus, I also did the store in another town where they only had one store, and it was only like a 30-minute drive or whatever. And I already went through all the time. I knew the GM that was really cool with them, and they didn't want to get a training manager just yet for that store because it's a small store. They were having, they were still training, and so they were like, "Can you just go over there and help them train? Like one of the days your week that you be training, can you show up over there?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So I did 4 stores, all 3 in my store plus that. Keep in mind, I was also working my overnight shift 5 days a week. Okay, so I worked 7 days a week. And I did that for a couple of years before I had my first heart attack. Then I did it for another year before I had my second. But I was working like, okay, I would stay up for 30 hours at a time before I'd go to bed. And then I'd get like 2 to 4 hours of sleep and then do it again every day. And I did that for years and years, 4+ years. Like, I guess it was worth it. When I crushed my, when I was working for the government, I crushed my intestine and I went for disability. I had 19 years of service in the working, but I had 40+ years in the program, so like I got full disability and all that. Taco Bell, brosip. Hell yeah. Man, I used to eat, like when I was in high school, I used to eat Taco Bell every day before school. Oh, not before school. It would have been at some point in time before work, before the book, I was eating Taco Bell every day before work. And then I got the book and I started eating cereal and started saving money and started paying attention and realized I'll spend a lot of money at Taco Bell. And back then, I was like, yeah, I'll spend a lot of money at Taco Bell, like probably like $13 a week. You know, now you can't even really get Taco Bell for $13 and call it a meal. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, my son, like, he does this thing, and I kind of taught it to him, like, I used to do it, where you have a job in fast food, you just eat where your job is, right? And my son, I only eat once a day. My son eats twice a day, sometimes 3. And so I was like, son, you gotta do one of 2 things. Either you gotta learn to work out, okay, or eat less. And he's just like, nah, I'm good. Kids. Alright, I have to go. I got a car show to go to. My dad's wanting me to drive a 1951 International truck, and I'm not gonna say no. Like, god damn, it's beautiful. It's not like as beautiful as it used to be. The paint job, he's trying to patina the paint job to have this like white, grayish, moldy, rusty color. It's crazy. It's starting to turn out pretty nice, so. And once he gets to where he wants, he's gonna preserve it. But yeah, I got a car show today. Looks like I'm gonna be working out in the fun things later tomorrow. I'm gonna be taking a break on 3D Change Perspective for about 1 month's worth of episodes. So next weekend I won't be here or anything. I'm taking time off. I gotta get the server, I gotta get up and running. I gotta get Umbra OS on it. I also, just like last week, I did one of the first ever like classical signatures into quantum signatures in a hybrid signature system in a very specific way that has never been done before, that even the blockades designed inside the system to not allow me to do it, I still fucking did it. Like, I broke the rules and said no. Everything that told me no, I told it no, slapped it a couple times, and then continued to do what I was doing. I just refused to let it tell me no. And I didn't realize the importance of what happened. Like, basically, I was building the system on for me. I'm building a little thing for me. And we have this thing where I want to be able to, like, accept signatures from other blockchains. So that way, like, we can basically stuff value inside of a transferable coin that has its own security, that has its own ledger, that has its own verification. That so when you send it to a wallet, the wallet that gets it just performs basic math to talk to it to understand if it's valid or not. And if it's valid, it sends back a token to the other wallet saying, hey, I got it. Here you go. Here's this thing, let you know I got it. And then you can use that thing you get to make a new one. So the ideal is that once value is put into the ecosystem, you know, you put it into each coin, and then that value is redistributed through a traceback system. And that traceback system is super important because if ever a time that value breaks inside the coin, it actually has an automated return system to just dump that bitch back on the person who fucked it up. And the system is just, I've just been having a lot of fun with that. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on my servers. I'm going to be working on shit. I'm going to get shit put together because I got to figure out what's next for 3D Change Perspectives. like, I've been doing a lot of stuff on like quantum and AI, and I feel like we need to change it up. It's time for a change. I changed up my gaming streams lately. It's time to change up my talking streams. So I really appreciate everybody staying around. Thank you, Tower Ninja, for coming in. Thank you, Dan, for showing up. Thank you, hold on, I know the name. Thank you, Nick and Jan, for showing up. Thank you, Brosivs, everybody in here. Both decentralized broadcasting Brosivs. Appreciate everybody for saying hello. And if you're not listening to music, well,